This is a toy of my soul. PVC is my body, and joints are my blood. They have created over 200 Figma, unknown to space, nor known to cost. Have withstood poverty to buy many figures. Yet, this collection will never be complete. So as I pray, unlimited Archer Figma!
The fans have been after this one for a while, and Max Factory have finally heeded the call. And with the new Fate Stay Night series airing imminently, they couldn't have picked a better time to release Mr. Bone of his Sword himself as Figma number 223. The most impressive and striking thing about this guy, first and foremost, is the quality of the sculpt. Now, the average response to that statement would be, yeah, it's a Figma innit? Saying Figma has a good sculpt is like telling me what colour an orange is. Besides Archer being able to provide that information himself with his deliciously citrus skin, supermarket sweep style, in this instance we've got a Figma whose sculpt is pretty outstanding. He's got a good level of chunkiness about him without looking cumbersome, and it's got some fantastic details, in particular the folds of his jacket here, above the manoeuvrable tails, and his abs. Just look at those abs, man. I'd worry he had something wrong with the structure of his muscles, considering how they're poking out all over the place, if that wasn't true to his design and didn't look sexy as hell. The only downside is that the joints feel a bit restricted at times, but I'm yet to have any serious problems with that, apart from his leg falling off from time to time. This dude only comes with the standard 2 faces, but what's interesting about them is how, instead of just replacing the face this time, you have to pull off the entire front of his head. Sounds pretty gruesome, right? But it's actually quite cool. As with the way Archer's hair is, the result is about as close to seamless as you can get, something that we can enjoy as I demonstrate his other face. Shouty man! Blah! Let's talk about the hands, though to be honest, there's not really much to report this time around. The only thing that isn't generic is this one, which can be used for dramatic pointing or saluting. Or, of course, there's its intended purpose of holding his crazy spiral arrow sword thing. I don't know why anyone would do that. This leads me quite nicely into the accessories, and I feel this is another area where Archer Man here really shines. To start where we left off, the Calabolge 2 is pretty spectacular. The best thing about it are the spiral design and the length, considering how this particular weapon has some piss poor treatment on screen in terms of its length in the past. This is nice to see. Archer's signature blades, Kansho and Bakuya, are also perfectly scaled and have been painted in such a way that they have this sheen effect on the blades that I really like, as it causes this yin and yang of pointiness to come to life. Check out my sweet hexagons, bruv! And to top off the accessory showcase, we have Archer's namesake. While very plain in comparison to Calabolge 2, Kansho or Bakuya, the sleek design combined with its sheer size add up to make this my overall favourite. I guess that it just sums up the character as a whole for me. Kind of ineffectual and unremarkable on paper, yet somehow greater than some of its parts overall. And that's about it really. There's not much more to this Figma that I can talk about. Archer is about as simple as they come, but with that simplicity comes an entire reality marble of quality. To be honest, my ordering of this Figma was so that he could act as a sort of preemptive companion piece to Saber 2.0's coming out later this month. But in saying that, I've been completely blown away by how nice this guy is, and Saber will have to work hard to beat that. Either way, whether you're like me and you're just starting your Fate Figma collection, or you're adding this to your already existing one, I think you'll be quite pleased. If anything, it's just nice to see more blokes in my Figma collection. The ratio is something silly like 1 lad to every 2.5 women or something like that. Though, I doubt they're complaining.